Hello everyone, we are here for another smashing performance. We're gonna give the Demacia treatment to some noobs today. So let's take a look at the team comps before we begin. We have a Mordekaiser top on the enemy team, Shibana jungle, Yasuo mid, and a serious Zyra bot lane. On my side, we have yours truly, Garen, a Vi jungle, a Lux mid lane, and a double ladies bot lane with Seraphine Soraka. Room-wise, we have the standard Garen setup with Conqueror, Triumph, Legend Tenacity, and Last Stand, as well as Second Wind and Overgrowth. We go Second Wind instead of the usual conditioning because we want to have some sustain to match Mordekaiser's sustain from his shield absorption. Rune-wise, we are going double adaptive damage and scaling HP. So what is the game plan here? The game plan is not to die to Mordekaiser. You know, Mordekaiser is a lane bully, especially on people who have to go really close to the wave, because if you can force an extended trade, especially once he gets Riley, he can just destroy you thanks to his passive damage aura. So my idea is to scale up to 6. If I can get a kill early, that's great. I won't probably be able to get one by myself, but I may need to have a hand in that. And post 6, we can look for actual kills. So that is the battle plan. In the beginning here, there is not much going on. We don't really have an invade situation. People are covering each other's entrances. So we also have Soraka coming in the game a bit later. We are waiting for the game. Not much, we can skip forward a little bit. Okay, here I'm asking Vi was on the red start. I asked her to start on the blue side because she's unlikely to get a kill level 3 bot lane because there is no hard CC, you know, unless Seraphine Lancer doubles things there. And they're doing it on a savior. It's really hard for them to get a kill unless they're pushed in. While on my side, it's a lot easier because we know Mordekaiser is going to push me in. So I tell her, please start blue. I order red just in case there are invades. And you will see here I'm actually delaying my entrance to the lane, because I want Mordekaiser to think that I've been leashing so that he feels safe at minute 3 or thereabouts. It's not going to work because either he's too smart and he sees through my roots, or he's too dumb and he doesn't realize that, oh, actually he leashed red, so at 3 minutes I won't be here. But again, it's not about the outcome, it's about the intent. Here, you know, standard thing, I have delayed my pick of a skill. Normally you would start Q. I'm actually gonna start E in this case, and you can see that the reason for doing it is twofold. One is a split decision here, because the level of HP of his minion is gonna be such that if I just auto Q, I'm gonna miss one of them, so I can get only 2 instead of 3. And the other thing is that it's really good to farm against Mordekaiser, because if you're farming with Q, you have to stand still during your auto attack animation, while if you're farming with E, you are able to move as you're hitting the minion, and that gives you a fighting chance as dodging Mordekaiser Q and Mordekaiser pull. I don't know if the pull is W or A on Mordekaiser, I think it's E, but let's just say the pull. So again, here I position, so he's gonna try to Q through all of them and tempt him into queuing me, because I want him to smash these 3 so I can get my 3 without getting retaliation. We can see the moment I single him here, if I auto queue auto, maybe I can get the 3rd one, but I decide to instead pick my E up and just spin so I can hit him a little bit as I get my 3 CS, and you can see mission accomplished, I get my 3 CS. So again, the plan here is not to fight. Again, we started E, which is very long cooldown early. So we're gonna just trade a little bit back and forth because we have second wind and Doran shield, you know, standard start and pot. I know that if he hits me with his Q at level 1, it's not a big deal. I'm just gonna regen and eventually my passive is gonna kick in. So I can take a little bit of damage at level 1. As it goes to a higher level and he becomes stronger, I have to be a bit more mindful of that. Okay, so I'm just trying to farm. Remember, I have E, no Q, so I have to time my trimming of the HP of the minion, so that there is never a situation where two are dying at the same time and they are far away from each other, because I cannot auto the first and use the Q speed burst to reach the second. I have to farm with E if they are the same HP, if they are both low HP, so they have to be close to each other. So here we see in action what I was saying before. I'm using E to get this minion as I keep moving to avoid being hit by his auto attacks as much as possible. Try to avoid his abilities and move to this other minion, the 129 HP in the top pocket, as I'm also hitting the one in the bottom pocket. It works out. I do not get not hit. I don't dodge his Q, but because I'm moving with E, I managed to dodge his pull, which is also a pretty good outcome. Here he has no cooldown, so I can stop a bit. Now I'm level 2. I know he still doesn't have cooldown. I'm gonna try to do a cheeky Q in. It would be nice if he stepped back and gave me an auto Q instead of just a Q. He didn't, but hey, it is what it is. Here, this is a little bit of malarkey going on from the game developers. This Q shouldn't really hit. It's like max range and I'm sideways. He hits it. It is what it is. Okay, here again the wave is pushing into me, and remember, Vi is coming towards us. It's 2 minutes 30 on the clock, so we're in 30 seconds, maybe like 40 seconds, 45, Vi might be coming here, so we don't want to trim the wave too much, and you will see that with my E here, I only hit those 2 minions that were low, and then I move away to both dodge his pull as well as not trim the wave because I want it pushing into me. Okay, nothing much here. We can just farm. He's gonna farm. He's level 3, I'm level 2, so I'm not gonna step in. I get this after EQs because I know it's on cooldown. Now I'm level 32. I get my W so I can absorb some damage in case it becomes necessary. And here I should have froze it. I shouldn't have let this one push all the way in. That was my mistake. But we still get something of a front line, as in the place where the two waves meet, is gonna take place somewhere around here, right? Because these three are gonna die to the turret, and this is gonna advance a bit, meanwhile these are coming in. So the front line is gonna be more or less where Mordekaiser is now, which is a perfect place for me to be. I'm safe, there's no way they can kill me there, there's no gank. And he cannot. Unfortunately, he has warded, so my pathing for Vi is a little bit messed up. Remember, at the beginning of the laning phase, I have intentionally delayed my appearance in lane to make Mordekaiser think that I was leeching Vi at the red buff, and that she was pathing botwards. He didn't fall for it, or he doesn't remember. Either way, he goes and puts a ward on minute 3 here. Here, you know, again, the front line is perfectly placed for me. He just uses cooldown, so I can go in for a little bonk. And it also proxies bomb plating, which is gonna come in handy in a second as the gank takes place. I know he wants to do the thing where you hit all 3 of them at once if possible, so that would be great for me because that's gonna keep the relay here. Bonk, there we go. Vi's pinging is coming in. I'm a bit skeptical here because we just saw him ward, but I think he reacts too slowly to him saying Vi on the minimap, or he's not paying attention because he's scared of my retaliation or something. So he actually steps back into us way too much. If he was standing like here, he would be able to get out because he also has flash, so he can just flash and get out. Or just walk out as Vi comes in, because even if Vi comes in and Qs him, the CC chain from Vi is non-existent, right? It's just there's the cube knockup, there is no ultimate to follow it up, so he would have time to absorb the knockup and just walk it off as I come in with my Q, and if I flash, he can flash. But because he steps back into us, now the positioning is such that when Vi comes in, her angle is gonna be cutting him off, and he's gonna be forced to flash without me or Vi having to flash. Additionally, he makes the mistake of trying to get these 2 minions with the pull, which is gonna bring me even closer to him, allowing me to gap close much faster. So here we see I'm actually getting pulled in a little bit in the Q lens. As he CC'd, Vi actually comes in. Good timing by the Vi, bad play by the Mordekaiser. Unfortunately, he has his shield cooldown, so my damage is not really shining through. And here, Vi could flash Q, so during the Q channel, Vi can flash before releasing it and land the knockup guaranteed. I do not think Vi's Q auto E is gonna be enough to finish it, because I have no more cooldowns. I do have Ignite, which at this level does 100 damage. So there is a universe where we actually finish him, because thanks to the knockup I would be landing one other attack, and my Conquer is fully stuck, so that's another 100 damage. It's debatable. Vi maybe wants to save her flash for a more guaranteed kill. So she just releases the Q and Mordekaiser reacts correctly by flashing. I don't know what that status step was, because he's gonna have to flash him no matter what. And, you know, it's not a kill, but it's pretty good. He has no flash. The wave is pushing into him, so we can insta-clear this next wave while pressuring him off it. And then we can force his TP on the return. Here we see a bit of pressure in the mid lane. Nothing much going on. The wave is miraculously frozen on my side, so this is great. He is forced to farm using Q and pull, which is dangerous because if he lands a pull that pulls me in, I can Q him and then follow up with E. Again, will not kill him, but it's gonna make him lose another 40% HP. Okay, I'm just farming. We can take a look at the gold to see if he should have recalled at this point. He could, because this wave is eventually gonna push into him, right? So he has TV, he should recall, but he only has 600 gold. So given the current state of this item, he will probably get like an Amptom and a refillable, which is not a great buy, but it's the best you can get. On my side, I have a little bit more gold, not much, but I have a bit more when I catch all of this. And so ideally when we both come back to lane, I will be stronger. Okay, I'm slow pushing the first one. I will probably start pushing a little bit harder. I'm still looking to terrorize him a bit. Okay, here I see he's stepping up a bit too courageously. I cannot stop that farming, and there's not much we can do there. He's gonna not run out of mana because he's a manaless champion. Here I think I can land the QE. Unfortunately, it's like slightly out of range, and my Q is still level 1, so the speed up is very slow. I do take some retaliation damage from the minion. Sorry, which at level 4 is not something to scoff at, given there's a cannon and 3 caster. He's still farming, I'm still slow pushing. I want to get a perfect back and force out his TP. Okay, here, nothing much. Okay, here, he lets me get a feet too close. He is a level up, so I'm not looking for an extended trade, but I do have Ignite, so I can play with him a little bit, right? Just do a little thing where I spin a bit on him. Here, there's a little micro mistake. As I'm moving back, I should stay a couple pixels closer to him, still outside of his auto attack range, but within my E-spin range. That way, as I'm retreating, I could be pumping onto him another 50, 60, 70 damage. Not that relevant, actually probably more because my Conqueror would also be finished stacking up. Maybe I had another 100 damage, nothing to be worried about, just a little note. Okay, I see he's using his shield absorption to recover 3 HP. He's pushing hard again. Here I can't really freeze him because he is gonna bonk me as I do. So I'm just gonna let it crush and farm in my tower. Remember, we are waiting for 6, right? We need our ultimate in order to kill him, because before we are both 6, his passive is just too strong to fight him. So now I'm just waiting. Just farming, just biding my time. We can take a look at the CS, 31 to 32. I'm not doing a fantastic job. I am losing quite a bit of CS. I should be probably on the 40 at least, even in a losing lane like this, given that we had jungle pressure and he didn't. But gold-wise, I have my 1000. I will be able to get my 1100 power spike, you know, my boots. That's an ideal recall for Garen, because it also allows you to come back to the lane faster. Okay, here I'm just chilling. I know he's gonna get level 6 first, so I have to be mindful of that. Okay, it's just gonna let me farm. That also very suspicious Q. Landing from him. Okay, I see here he's used his shield, so I'm thinking if I can go in. I see here he's used his Q, so I know he has no Q and no shield. Q is probably like a 6-second cooldown, we can see here. So I have a very short window where I could go in and trade, because my cooldowns are gonna be up faster. I'm gonna take a Q on the way back though, but I can absorb it with W. But instead, I'm just playing it here. So it's not the perfect playing style. I'm doing some mistakes here and there, but I'm trying to just survive until level 6. Okay. Okay, and here I could have got that minion because he had just Q'd. I didn't need to. I didn't play perfectly, you know, we all make mistakes, but it's good to learn from them. Okay, here I can go in for a little Q. He gets 6, so I'm like, nope. And I'm just, you know, again, trying to get what farm I can. I get my 6. Alright, now we can tango. Now, if I can bait out his ultimate, survive it, regen with my passive, and then use Ignite, I can kill him. Which is a lot to think he's gonna go through, but we never know. Okay, we're now back. Are we back? Okay, we're now back. Okay, we're now back to the laning phase. I'm, you know, here's the cult. I'm trying to push this in, catch this wave. Not much. I don't know why he cancelled his back here. Probably he's looking for a certain gold threshold. He already has 1400 and he has currently no items. So I think he's looking to get Ryla's first item. So he's probably looking for that 1450 threshold where you can get your blasting one and your ruby crystal. Actually that's 1250, so I don't know why he's staying. He probably wants to get the amp tome as well, or the boots. Maybe he's being a bit greedy. He should recall here. There's no reason for him to stay. He has too much gold unspent. Here, this is actually interesting. We're gonna rewind this a couple of minutes. Okay, blah 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 blah. So here he cancels his recall, and he has 6, I am 6, but I'm safe, right? Look at the position of the wave. He can never realistically kill me unless I just stay on him. So here I go in for a quick trade, and I think he got scared that I was gonna hold in him, which I can't because his W is up, so I can never kill him when his W is up, and he has ult. So he's gonna get terrorized and he's gonna just ult me off the silence of my Q. But because I am so close of his turret, you know, the ultimate is gonna get me all the way to my turret. So I can just walk it off. Yeah, I'm gonna take a bit of damage. And here you can't see the range of the ult, but I'm basically right on the edge here, chilling in my base. And this is perfect, right? He has used his ult. I am 40% HP, he has 60% HP, 70 maybe. I have Ignite and ult, he has no ult, and he has no Ignite, and he hasn't backed. So he has no item advantage either, we are even. So as soon as I regen even just a sliver of health, I can look for a solo kill now. Past level 6, we can find. This is the same trading pattern for the macro phase of the lane that Garen has on many matchups. It's the same if you're fighting like a Darius, right? Those kind of champions that just want to destroy you in a 1v1 against melee, they're really strong. You don't fight the Darius before 6 until you have your kill power at 6. And the reason why at 6 you're stronger is that his ult is stronger than yours at full stacks. He has to get to full stacks while your ult does a guaranteed amount of damage based on their HP. So if they are low, you can just auto Q E 2-3 ticks and ult, and it will do a lot of damage, while if Darius wants to do a lot of damage, he has to find a window where he can force to put on 5 stacks on you. And Mordekaiser, in this case, he has wasted his ult, so there's not even a comparison. So here I'm just fishing, looking for a way to heal. My passive is ticking. I managed to dodge his pull, I managed to dodge his Q, you know, fancy feat. I know he has no shield, because I saw him use it. I know he has no ult. I know he has just uses long cooldowns of the pull, which is like 16 seconds, right? So the worst he can do is auto Q auto me to get his passive, but I should be able, because I have 50% health plus my W shield, to tank through that and use my damage with Ignite and ult to finish him off. So I'm looking here. I know I have the kill pressure. And the moment he steps up, that's game, right? I just pull the trigger, all in, wait for him, try to dodge his Q. It doesn't really dodge the Q, unfortunately. He gets a stack off. As he gets low, I know he has no shield, so I'm not scared. I just ignite him. I could have ignited him a little bit earlier. This was a misplay. I should have ignited a second earlier, because right now you can see Ignite has just started ticking, so I'm wasting damage, right? He has more time to be alive, because I'm not going to exploit the damage of all of this Ignite, because I have to ult him immediately once he gets low. While if I ignited earlier, we could be getting him lower faster, and I would be safer. That's a micro error, but because we played so well the lane phase, and because he misplayed his ultimate, we have the kill pressure here. Now he has TP, so I'm just gonna, you know, try to push this as fast as I can and get it out. I know my E should be coming out in a second, so I should be able to clear this. So, you know, pam pam pam, we get it out. He's forced to TP. Now, this is the problem of playing Ignite against TP, is that you get sometimes punished for making the right play. You kill your opponent, you're strong, he gets TP, he gets a free freeze. I have to recall anyway, I have so much gold, right? I have 1900. We can guess what I'm gonna buy. He has spent most of his gold, but he still has 94 left. But you will see that my buy is actually pixel perfect. We have 1100 on the boots. We have 300 on the dagger, which is gonna build into a Triforce. And the reason why we're going Triforce is because there's so many melee champion on my side. I don't have to use Strikebreaker to catch up to them. So that brings, you know, 1100 boots, 300 dagger is 1400, and then another 1400 for a red pot, ruby crystal, and then 150 for my refillable. So you will see here that when we get out of lane, we have a much better buy, because you will see that, yeah, we get all our items, and we have 2 golds left as we're leaving base. So of 2,452 gold, we have spent 2,450 on items, while he has 2,190, and he has only spent 2,050. So we have 400 gold of items more than he has right now. So that's how we're gonna start getting the elite. The team is doing stuff. The team is winning all by themselves. We can take a look at the scoreboard. Mid is doing great. Bot is doing okay, and Vi is doing fine. Unfortunately, as I said, because of TP, Mordekaiser can freeze this, but I know his ult is a fairly long cooldown. It's 140 seconds. I know he's used it, so I know he doesn't have it right now, and I can step up and try to break this freeze a little bit. I can't do it fully, but because he has his passive ticket, I see that he kind of breaks the freeze. He only has 3 minions left on this side, most of which are already like half health. So this is not gonna freeze for real. It's gonna start pushing onto me onto the next wave. So I got nothing else to do. I just took a little bit of a losing trade, but I'm Garen. I have my passive that's gonna regen me. I have the refillable pots. I have second wind. I have shield. But I don't want to stay in lane. There's no point me being here right now, because I don't want to risk him getting ult back and killing me, because I don't have Ignite, I don't have my ult. Yes, I have more gold spent, but Mordekaiser is stronger than Garen. When I'm gonna need like 2-3 more kills before I can fight him. So I'm gonna fish for a plant in the river. I can't find a plant. I see a scuttle. I'm just gonna do a scuttle. I got nothing else to do. This is also spam kinging that I'm missing. Mordekaiser is spam kinging that I'm missing. So Yasuo is scared to push up, and he's actually gonna come and check me. And also Shyvana is gonna be a bit scared here because she just got 6. I'm not gonna invade her, but it's gonna give her something to think about. Okay, Yasuo here is gonna try to steal my scuttle. He has no chance because Nax is rotating. And I get my scuttle, and you can see here as I get back to lane, I have lost 1 wave. Sorry, he has got 1 wave. I don't have lost a whole wave, right? I've lost only like a couple minions, and now it's gonna be 3 more minions on his side than on my side, and he's gonna push him back into me, and I'm safe. I can stay away. He has a level up. I know he's probably got R back up by now, which he does, so we're not gonna fight him. The game is still fairly close, you know, we're 5-2, we're winning, but they also have a good comp. You know, they can automatically force the ultimate of Yasuo by having Shyvana knock someone up with her ult. Mordekaiser is always a threat. Even if he's weak, he can always remove someone from the fight, especially given that we have double enchanters that are not going to contest him even if he's weak. So he can just ult one of them and just steal one of our members from the fight for like 4 seconds, and because he's weak and our members are strong, that's a better trade for the enemy team in the balance of power of the team fights. So, you know, Wave is pushing, he has a cannon and an extra minion, so seeing how fast he's pushing, I know that this is gonna push into the next wave as well. Mordekaiser knows it too, that's why he's starting to push hard. We do not see anyone on the map, so we can look at the visibility on my side. Right, I don't have any vision of this side of the things, and we don't see the jungler, we don't see the support, so we want to be safe and let him push in. We're not gonna contest it. And here the wave finally crashes. We can try to farm it up a bit. We're gonna take a little bit of damage. We're lucky he gets a turret shot. His Q hitting us doesn't really hurt that much given all the regen we have, and him getting a turret shot is pretty good here. So a bit of a misplay by him when he's spacing his Qs. I'm also not forcing my hits on this minion. You know, I could be hitting this to kill him as I'm waiting for the cannon to be low, or I could be hitting this melee to bring him to slightly more than half health, so the next time the turret hits I can finish it. I don't want to do it because I want these minions to kill the plate, because that way Mordekaiser will not get the plate gold. So here we see the plate crashes and Mordekaiser doesn't get the gold because he wasn't close and he didn't hit the tower. Okay, so the moment that is done, the plate is done, I'm just gonna clear it and start pushing out because this is gonna bounce back into Mordekaiser no matter what I do, and we don't care for freezing or slow pushing because we want Mordekaiser stuck at this tower because we see Vi on Herald, on the Void Grubs, and we don't want Mordekaiser to come to Vi without losing the wave. So we want to put him in a position where he has to choose between the bay or the wave, or try to kill or collapse on Vi and deny the Void Grubs. Shyvana is on the dragon. You know, Shyvana likes to do that, so it's good for Vi to play on the opposite side in this case. Here, I should recall immediately, I misplayed a little bit. I thought that either I had time to get a plate, or that the wave that was coming up was gonna maybe not crash completely. This was a mistake on my side because I can see where the wave is, so I should be able to know that the wave is here because they mirror each other. So I know that this is definitely gonna crash and I shouldn't be stepping up gold wise, and then I just cancel. I realized I made a mistake and I just recall there. I have 800 gold to spend, and we are gonna upgrade our ruby crystal into full phage. So now, you know, we have enough damage. We can just take a look at the raw stats. Mordekaiser has just leveled up, so he's level 9. He has 1500 HP, 70 AP, and 80 armor. On my side, we have 1700 HP, so more HP. I have more damage than he has the AP, which is his damage stat. Unfortunately, I have less resistance. So it's not a guaranteed slam dunk if we fight, especially if he ults me and steals some of my stats. Vi is coming in. She's looking for maybe getting a gank off, but she sees that I'm still on my way, so she's gonna clear her stuff and probably come back. Mordekaiser, smart, is warding here. Although this ward is debatable because his wave has crashed, he has no reason to stay here unless he wants to just poke me a little bit, but that's not really relevant. Again, I have a lot of regen. He should just back off. He's not gonna get this plate. It's not because I've let the previous one die to the minion wave. He doesn't need to be here. He's just gonna put himself at risk. True, it's a Mordekaiser, so the dynamic is a little bit different because he has ult up and he can always transform a 2v1 into a 1v1. But maybe you just die after. So he's trying to, you know, poke me a little bit. Here I can fake the Q on the cannon and use the speed buff to catch up onto him and do a full rotation of my E. I pull back and you can see he has lost about 250 HP. I have lost 120. I'm not good with math. It's all approximate anyway. It's about feeling. It's like when you're cooking, you know? Okay, I'll lose a couple minions. I shouldn't lose this minion. I should be focusing a little bit more on CSing. But because I have my Ignite up, my ultimate up, and I know that I have spent 3,200 gold. He has spent less than 3,000. I should be able to kill him in a full rotation if I can bait out his ult and survive. So here I'm just showing some little trading. I'm forcing out his shield. Remember, the shield is very important because he cannot deny my ultimate if his shield is down. And this looks like a losing trade, but it's actually great because I'm gonna regen. Remember, I have my refills. He doesn't. So here, there's action going in the mid lane. Mordekaiser is pumping in that I'm missing. There's no way I'm going mid right now. I wouldn't be going mid unless I'm making a mistake because the wave is pushing into me. Okay, here is gonna land the pull, and this is a little bit dodgy because he still has ult, and I'm far from my turret here, so I shouldn't be going too aggressive. But because he pulls me in, I don't have to use as much of my Q speed up to catch up to him. So, and he cannot extend the trade after he gets his passive with the pull because he has already used it. So I'm gonna try to bonk him in return. I land the bonk. He gets his passive off. And he's actually gonna try to kill me here, I think. No? Yeah, he lands the ult. I think that my W actually kicked in after the ult, which is unfortunate because the ult counts as a CC. And if you W his ult cast, then you apply your tenacity 65% reduction from the W. So the ult basically lasts half the time. Unfortunately, I used my W a bit too late, so I don't get the full thing. Here, I'm a bit far from my turret, so he can step up and kill me. He misplays it, but that's because I misplayed it first. I survive because he makes a mistake in the execution. I should die because I made a mistake in the decision making. So here, I know that I cannot run away, so the best I can do is get him low, so that if I survive, maybe I can come back and kill you later. And if I don't survive, maybe, remember, during the ult, I don't see where my teammates are. Maybe somebody's going to be able to collapse. Maybe Lux can snipe him. You never know. So here I'm just trading. I'm just trying to dodge the Q. Unfortunately, I'm a bad player when it comes to micro. I'm an old man. I don't have good reflexes. So I'm just waiting out his ultimate. We can see here it's about to expire. There's probably a second left. So I silence him to try to avoid a further ability from him, a Q, and then I flash out. Here, he can just flash Q. You know, his Q is coming up in like less than a second. But because he makes the mistake of stepping back, and then only then seeing he has his Q up, meanwhile I've gained enough space that his flash Q is not going to reach me. If he had not taken the micro step back, I would have for sure died to that flash Q. Instead, he gets hit by 2 turrets shot for it, he wastes his flash, and now once I regen, I have Ignite and ult up for him. So I'm just healing here. You know, my passive is kicking, my second wind is kicking, just quickly regening. And here I have over 500 HP, he has 700. I know he has shield up, but because I have Ignite and ult, and he has no ult, I know that if I can get on top of him, I can burst him before his passive destroys me. So here, I use my W to absorb the initial W from the initial damage from the pull, and I want to get pulled here, right? I want to get on top of him so I can Q him. It works out just like that, and bada boom, bada bam, I immediately ignite, and I don't. That's all she wrote. Okay, then I know that he has no TP because we remember we saw it before, so I can continue pushing. Okay, just gonna shove this in. Here I see us dead for 15 seconds, and if we look at the camera, we can see 3-4 people, right? So I know there's no one here stopping me, so I should be pushing this to get plates, which is what I do. I also have, I think, some void buff, yes. But while I could stay longer to get more plays, which I probably should, I wasn't 100% sure of the timing of his TP. I know he's coming up in 7 seconds. If I stay and try to take the next wave, he might TP and I get my tempo screwed up. So better safe than sorry. Hindsight is 2020. If I knew that his TP was down, I would have definitely pushed and insta-cleared the next wave and then walked out through here. And we can see here I just go off. Okay, and we can look at the buy. So what do we have? Oh, I've already done the buy. What did I buy? So I get my Harbon hats upgraded from the dagger, and I also get one null magic mantle. Why? Because we have all AP topside, right? Jungle and Mordekaiser. Even if it was an AD champion, it's still good to nullify any chance of Mordekaiser of coming back. He's also building more HP instead of more damage, so the magic resist is gonna cut his output even further because there is no further AP to match my resistances. Meanwhile, remember, Garen gets passive MR also from his W, so my resistances are scaling and increased. Okay, we just accelerated, go back to the thing. Here, Shyvana is actually pinging help to Mordekaiser. I don't know why, because they don't see Vi, so she should be pinging back. If anything, if she thinks that Vi is topside, she should be pinging back, not help. Now, here we can play back at normal speed. Vi is coming in hot, position is perfect, he has no ride as yet, so the thing doesn't slow us, and we just pop him, right? And it's a bit sloppy because we don't have cooldowns on me, but Vi finishes him off. Very nice, and we get another free push. Again, I do not know when his TP is coming up, but I know he's dead. And when we look at the position of everybody else on the enemy team, we need to be a bit scared because we don't see anyone on the map. But because we have Vi nearby and my ult is coming up quickly, specifically in like 30 seconds, I'm gonna try to snatch a plate because this guy is dead for 20 seconds. And Shyvana alone cannot kill me. Okay, we see Yasuo now, so I'm even safer. I can get 2 plates, maybe even clear the wave. No, I cannot clear the wave because Shyvana shows herself. And we're not, while I can try to run past her, she has ult up. You know, we don't want to risk it. Mordekaiser might finally come up and TP. You never know. She doesn't follow up and pushes this in, so it actually gives me a chance to clear the next wave too. And at this point, we are just humongous. You know, we have a solid 2,000 gold lead, and then 2.5 on Mordekaiser. We can start actually accelerate. Right now I have 3 kills, well 2-0-1. So even CS, we are good. This was a losing lane. We have come up on top. We can start forcing things. And again, the team is winning, but for now, it's still, you know, they still come back. Lux is an immobile champ, yeah. If they can land some form of gank on Lux, that's under 50. If they catch Vi in the jungle or on objectives under 300, you know, it's possible for them to come back. But is not doing that great. She's 20 CS behind and 1 kill. It's still open. Okay, Morde is doing right, pushing it hard because it was gonna bounce into me. Okay. Morde uses TP too, we know that because he was here so quickly. And okay, this is gonna be interesting. Let's go back a few seconds. Let's put the full visibility. So here we can Morde. Sorry, let me say again. So Shyvana is on the Herald. Vi is pinging Lux to come, and this is a mistake by Shyvana because she doesn't see me. She sees Mordekaiser, which is good. So it's like +1 on the top side, but there is a -1 on the mid lane because Yasuo is way over here and Lux is already here. So it's 2v2 potentially, but we know I'm coming. They know the tempo on my retreat and on my base and coming back. So Shyvana should know that this is gonna become a 3v2. Additionally, she is much weaker than, like, both of them are much weaker than both of my people. And I'm also stronger and I'm also coming in. So this Herald is a very dodgy call, but I guess, you know, you have to conflict what you can when you're losing. Okay, so here, you know, I'm finishing clearing my wave because I want to take this minute before I come in. Also, I know it's 2v2, so I know I'm happy. Mordekaiser has ultimate, that's my only concern, because Mordekaiser ults Vi. Vi can probably manage if we look at their items, because she's the healing from Sun the Sky. But if Mordekaiser binds Lux with his ultimate, and he gets on top of her thanks to Scepter slow, that might result in Lux actually dying. Because I didn't pay attention to the fact that she has Flash. Because she has Flash is probably fine. But you can't, yeah, we're only human, you can't factor everything perfectly unless you review your games. Lux manages to burst off Shyvana, which is great. Now it's 2v1. Mordekaiser can always transform a 2v1 and a 1v1. We have to be mindful of that, which is why I'm moving down. Also, the wave is not coming for a while, so I got nothing better to do. And meanwhile, Yasuo has actually manifested himself, so now it's 2v2 again, so I have to make sure it's 3v2. This is a bit dubious. I think here Mordekaiser should try to ult Vi if he's not gonna ult anybody, because I am so much stronger. I also have my level 2 ultimate, right? He has level 1 ultimate, Vi has level 1 ultimate, so if anything Lux is out of range, he should ult Vi and try to get the shutdown and kill and trade it 1-for-1. For some reason, when he decides to re-engage here any second, we will see that, first of all, he engages after the Herald is dead, which isn't great. Actually doesn't engage at all. Perfect. See, that's the right thing. It's right of him not to engage. I'm thinking of a little fight. I'm sorry. Okay, Garen coming in, shoving in. Oh, my mom. I am so much stronger, so I can step up and be scary. And you can see just how much damage I'm doing. At this stage, I have sold my Doran shield to complete my Trinity Force, so I am a menace. And you can see that just one trade is 50% HP. That's without Ignite or Ultimate. So now I know I can kill it, right? If I get on top of him, I don't have flash, but if he steps up, or if he pulls me in, I can just Q, cancel the slow from the Riley from the pool, and just destroy him. Especially because he's using his shield for sustain. Okay, this unfortunately is not enough because he was moving away as he pulled me in, so I don't have the range to actually catch up to him. Okay, so Raka ults. Even better, I get even more HP for the dive. And here, I know I'm gonna dive. He knows I'm gonna dive. Shyvana's on the dragon. He should not be here. He should just give tower. Because he's gonna die and lose tower instead of just losing tower. And he actually pulls me in. As we said, if he pulls me in, I can Q and Ignite, ult, destroy. Just walk it off. Wait for the shield, no problem. Here, we just walk it off. We're getting trolled a little bit here by the minion. They're moving a bit too close to the turret, so I am taking a lot of damage. And then as I'm walking off, I see, okay, my wave is actually crashing, so I don't have to go away. And I can get this turret for free. We know it's free because there's no one here, because Yasuo was dead and Shyvana just on the dragon. This one, we see the wave, so I actually cancel it back. Again, slight mistake again. I should know where this wave is by looking at my wave. I shouldn't wait until I see it. I should just know it in my head. But we're learning. Okay. Now we back off. We also have the Empower Recall for the Herald. Now, you know, Mordekaiser is way behind, right? If we look at the actual gold, he has 47 acquired and 120 unspent, and I have 7,000 acquired, and I'm gonna spend most of it in a second. Specifically, I'm gonna get the items that builds into Hullbreaker. The reason why I'm going for Hullbreaker over Deadman's Plate or Stridebreaker in this case is because this is time to be surgical about demolishing the enemy base. We got a turret, it is the first turret. I'm gonna go use my Hullbreaker to take this turret, then I'm gonna go use my Hullbreaker to take this turret, then I'm gonna go use my Hullbreaker to take this T2, 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 and just be strong and always pressuring the turrets. That's why we don't want to go Stridebreaker. I don't care for killing Sevier. I don't care for killing Zyra or catching up to them. I just want to smash turrets. Not the ladies. Come on. Okay, here we go. The shutdowns are coming off. So that's giving them hope. And because, as I said, the plan is to come here, I know that my word is pushing back into me. And I am gonna catch this wave after Lux demise. I'm gonna catch the next wave. Probably. Or maybe I see Mordekaiser coming in. So I just move immediately. I think I'm gonna clear this wave. Now, I see that Lux has TP, and she's pinging that she has TP, so I'm gonna, gonna go back, she's telling in chat that she has TP, so I'm gonna go back top. Yasuo is not gonna get a free turret, there's no plates, so that's okay, and I can catch this humongous wave. Here, after I cleared most of the wave, I know Mordekaiser is nearby, I'm gonna look for him. I am slightly too late. If he gets spotted there, he dies. I hold up. So he was lucky. I'm gonna push another wave. And then I'm gonna move back towards the mid lane because I want to clear this T2 so that my team can have more open map. And then I'm gonna move into the bot lane, T1, sorry. And as I'm moving down, I'm also scouting for other resources. I'm looking for Gromp, I'm looking for Wolves. I don't see either, but I go and check them because I wanna make sure that I get the timer of when they respawn, because now this is my jungle. Shyvana is not allowed to come here without friends. She needs at least 2-3 people. If she's alone, I'm gonna kill her. As I'm moving towards bot lane, so towards mid lane, I see that the wave is not there, so there's no point of me being here so early, and I see Mordekaiser reveal himself. I'm pinging this, I'm like, go in, go in, go in. Nobody's going in. I don't know that Yasuo was recalled, I think he's just staying there. But the moment I see him, I go and clear the wave. Here, Lux make a little mistake. She was scared I was gonna steal her CS, so she uses her Q. You should really save your Q in case somebody tries to defend and we can get a pick. I guess it's not too long of a cooldown. Yeah. So here, you know, I don't have a full breaker, but there's 2 of us and still is low. Catch it, and then run back top to catch this way. If Mordekaiser tries to push too much, he's gonna die. He makes the mistake of actually pushing too much. This is a horrible mistake, but this guy is probably tilted more than Pimbo. Why is it a horrible mistake? Because this is their point of view. Lux is missing from mid. You have no idea where Vi is. You have no idea where Garen is. You shouldn't be pushing. You have no one of your team nearby you. There's no way you can survive this. If it was a normal lane, you wouldn't survive it. This is not a normal lane. You are so behind. You should be very much more cautious, because you're not gonna get plates either, right? You're not gonna finish this turret in like 3 seconds. Okay, so we know he's tilted, so we know we can pressure him hard. Okay, we get pulled in, which is again very nice. This is also another mistake you should be doing. You should be using pull in the other direction so that I can push me away from him. Not much to be said at this point. I'm too ahead that even if Vi hadn't come, I would be finishing. And the reason why we hold him here, even though it's unnecessary, is because we know he's tilted and we want to make sure that there is obliteration, right? We want to keep hammering him down. We want to get that KDA even lower and lower so his teammates start playing it. Sometimes it's not about the money, it's about sending a message. And then, oh look, a wave. Let's get the wave. So here I'm going to speed up as we go. So here I pushed this past the river point, so eventually it's going to come back into me. I want to be where the next objective is. Where is the next objective? Is one of the T2s. But because we have so much gold, we have to first take a little D2 home base to finish our purchases. Boom, full Outbreaker. And now, Baron is coming up. You guys stay top. I'm gonna destroy everything in the path of the bot lane. Here I'm just pushing, and going on at 2 speed. There is some action going in the mid lane. This is actually a throw. They're actually gonna get killed here. We can take a look at how this started. So they actually get a pick on the Yasuo initially. They are unable to finish it. Vi has used his ult for this. But because Lux can ult, he should be able to finish Yasuo. But Mordekaiser has started TPing behind them. Which is a good play for Mordekaiser because he thinks that these people have a shutdown. Unfortunately, they don't, because they've already been cashed in. But, you know, you have to make plays. When you're losing, you have to first fight and coin flip. There's no other ways that they're gonna come back otherwise. If they just match my gold for gold, they are never gonna come back. They need to force something. So here, he instantly ults Lux. Good play. I think he's actually gonna get her. Yeah, inside the Death Realm, plus the passive slow from Rylai. There's nothing we can do. Lux unfortunately shouldn't flash, there's no surviving that. Soraka shouldn't heal it, but I guess she didn't see how much health Lux had, and she was hoping to get a flash heal. And then Zyra manages to disengage everybody, even though Seraphine lands a nice ultimate. They managed to get Lux. Could have been worse, you know, if Vi had actually been pulled back here, they would have been giving also Vi's kill, and then they would have lost the mid turret. Meanwhile, we're still losing because Sivir is doing something that should not be allowed to. She's been able to split push top alone. Somebody should, you know, if they hadn't died mid, somebody could have gone top. Because I am bot and I have no TP. So this is illegal from Sivir, it should not be allowed, but because our team made a mistake, she manages to get away with that robbery. On the flip side, I'm not moving towards mid because I think that they can defend the T2 and the T1 even. And Dragon is coming up, so I don't want to go recall and go top to catch Sivir. I want to be near Dragon because I have no TP. And also, I have Hullbreaker, and this guy is mine, right? I see everybody. I know they move top side. I'm gonna clear this so that my cannon can come in, and then I'm gonna focus that. Triforce plus Hullbreaker plus Void Grubs, no problem. Another 700 gold. Here they're doing a little ambush action, trying to catch people collapsing in Sivir. Sivir is pushing still so hard. Now, the first one can be luck. If at the second turn she's still pushing, either she's dumb or she has friends nearby. She had friends nearby, but because my Soraka was playing fairly well, she's a good support, she's gonna ward over this bush, and she's gonna see that there's friends here, so that they don't get caught by Zyra's ult. Meanwhile, I'm here on Dragon, I am just clearing things. I'm not telling Vi, come here, we can destroy the Dragon. We see Shyvana giving up the Dragon. I thought she was gonna be around here, so I was fishing for her. I see her actually moved mid. And the moment we see her mid, I'm like pumping in Dragon, like you start Dragon, I get the Scuttle Crab so we can get vision, also if Shyvana is like pathing back, because of the aura that it gives past bottom. Trolling Scuttle Crab, surviving with 3 HP, forces me to waste time. I see that there's no one, I see there's no one here, so I can go for the red buff. Nobody can stop me right now, Ignite is up, ult is up, I am a monster. If anybody tries to find me, I can always trade 1 for 1. I shouldn't because it's a big shutdown, but I think I'm safe. I also have flash to get out, so I get a red buff, my team is getting the dragon, and then I move back onto the bot lane. Here, whoever comes, I can destroy. Remember, I'm fully stocked. I have my ignite, I have my ultimate, I am really strong. Whoever comes 1v1, I can destroy it. Here, as I'm stepping forward, we can go to my visibility, and I will actually see. At one point, I think we can spot. Yeah, we can spot the visual effect. I can actually spot the Yasuo. So I see that there's someone. I back off a little bit because I don't want to give my shutdown. I'm waiting, and the reason I'm waiting is that there's 2 people here. They're not gonna keep 2 people here because they don't want to share double XP. So I'm waiting a little bit. The moment I see it's Mordekaiser, I try to do a little ritual action.
Double kill.
I'm waiting to see if anybody reveals themselves, right? I don't see anyone, so I'm hesitant to go in. But then the position is so prime that even if they were collapsing on me right now, I would kill Mordekaiser and maybe flash out. Okay, and obviously I have so much damage. No need to ignite. Sometimes you have to leave, it's about sending a message and burn them to the ground. And another message that we send here, use of the ultimate, not needed. I could have just finished him with my Q that was coming up any second. It's okay. Why is it okay? Because everybody else is doing Baron. And now I want to force this kill as soon as possible so that the enemy team has to make a decision. Do they go to my team to intercept Baron and let me get an inhib? Or do they come to me and give us Baron? That's why I use more with my Ignite and Ultimate, which admittedly is a mistake, but I wanted to kill Mordekaiser as soon as possible so that I can force this play quickly. And we can take a look at where the enemy team actually is. They are... Shyvana is for some reason in our jungle over here. I have no idea how she got there. I have no idea why she's there. She should never be there. But this doesn't make any sense. Sivir is dead. Zyra is dead. This is unstoppable. Shyvana and Yasuo should be collapsing on me and trying to kill me. Especially because they know I don't have my Ignite or my Ultimate. And they have theirs. Okay, so here I clear the wave. I'm not scared of Yasuo all by himself. I'm level 16. I'm just giving him a little bit of something to think about. I see that Zyra and Sivir have respawned, so I know that they're probably coming in. So I pull back a little bit, try to recall, because I have a lot of gold to spend. 1300, that's so much gold. I should get recall ready. After we see we got Baron, I should do recall immediately. Zyra interrupts my recall, and then I see that there is some action taking place into the mid lane, and the reason why I see there is action taken to the mid lane is that even though I don't really see them, all my team is pumping in mid, so I know there's energy in that area, right? And here we keep pushing, pushing, pushing. And it's only Zyra, but I don't see anyone else, so I don't know that it's only Zyra. I back off. I have so much unspent gold, I don't want to throw it away. At this point, I can get me a full Demon's Plate because I want to be fast and zooming around the map. And then I'm gonna move back into the Rift. I'm moving top because I want to intercept the push from Mordekaiser, and my team can go bot lane because the next objective is gonna be on Dragon, not on Baron. Mordekaiser's missteps again. At this point, there's no reason to even force anything. There's nothing to say here. I just stay behind. I don't even have to ult him. And okay, here we see Yasuo, alright? And Vipings is on the way, so Mordekaiser dead. 3 visible mid. Yasuo's bot. This tower is dead. So I'm gonna push hard. Unfortunately, I only have a cannon, and because it's empowered by Baron, I cannot finish it. Sivir is really feeling herself here. I am a level 17 Garen with like 1 billion items, and she's a level 13 Sivir with 750 HP. I think that my Q alone can destroy her. Yeah, 570 plus Triforce proc. So she's really feeling herself. I have flash up, I'm looking, and the reason why I'm gonna force this flash is again because we just saw 2 other people meet, and Yasuo stop, and 1 is dead, so there's no one but Sivir here, and if I kill her, this turret is mine. So the moment she steps up, boom. And then we take this turret, and because they make the mistake of not coming back and intercept me as Shyvana and give her health, Shyvana is just farming. If they send only Mordekaiser to me, there is absolutely nothing you can do. I'm just gonna take the turret in his face. You know, there's no much micro here. This is all mistakes that we can point out in the enemy battle plan. I can take the inhib in front of his face. He cannot step up. He's 4 levels behind. I have my ultimate still. Okay, and now I don't have a wave, and I see that my team is pushing mid. So I'm thinking to retreat a little bit. I could also just keep pushing and forcing him here. That would have probably been the better play. But because we see the enemy being cocky about it, we move into, we see Zyra. This is a little mechanical thing you can do because Zyra CC is so slow and predictable. You can W it, use their tenacity from W to absorb it. It doesn't near me for like no time. And then just bonk, he ignites me and flash for some reason, like she's never gonna survive me. Okay, I heal this, and then I move on to this, because I know that Mordekaiser is doing shenanigans, so I want to make sure that there's nothing bad happening. Somehow, Soraka manages to live with 30% HP while being inside the Death Realm. She has to flash and heal, which is also very nice. We clear the turret as the first priority, so that we're not being hit by the turret. Mordekaiser comes, Soraka manages to survive even longer with her ultimate. I immediately am gonna Q it when it comes out, so he has silence, I cannot finish her. And then I ult to save Soraka, because if he gets into the Q, maybe he will kill her. Here we just keep on pushing. Dragon is coming up. There's not much else to be said at this point, unfortunately. We keep progressing. I'm moving to the bot lane. I know somebody's gonna come here because that's the only other turret that is up, and I want to be near Dragon. Clearing a few gromps. I mean, at this point, there's not much else they can do. I am level 18. The enemy's highest level is 14. You know, it is what it is. So here we can start being a little bit more trash talking, in that we're not gonna type, but we're gonna see how to DM a little bit. Okay, we're recalling. Why recalling? Because Dragon is coming up, and I have a lot of gold to spend. Okay, we can take a look at the items I buy. I get the full Force of Nature and a Tunneler, so I'm basically full build. This is gonna go into Sterox if we go late. And here, this is the final moment where we go. Okay, we see Yasuo. Yasuo cannot be there. Okay, we know he's alone because he cannot stay so far up. I'm going on to Yasuo. I'm 4 level up. I have Ignite. I have Ultimate. And I'm just gonna give him the Demacian treatment. Okay, I just wanna walk up. I'm gonna Q him with the speed up. Even if he dashes through me, he's not going anywhere. I have Deadman's Plate. I have 3 Force speed up. I have Hullbreaker, you know. Okay, just bonk him, and then he's gonna do the full thing. Here we were BMing him a little bit. We're giving him the full ultimate experience. He can get me. Okay, here I cancel a few auto while I'm spamming love because I'm being a bit rude and disrespectful. And for those of you who are old enough to remember where this comes from, we're gonna give you a little blast of the past with that good old dubstep ignite. Drop it. And immediately after that final mental blow, I think that we are gonna push for the end. Our mid lane is being pushed in. I can very quickly, with my Hullbreaker super minion, collapse this wave. They are being outpoked. They don't have to engage here. They have the poke from Lux. They feel confident they're strong enough that they can force it. And finally, we can speed up towards the end. You know, it's just a prop. We're bringing the waves in, playing it very cleanly. They are dead for 20 seconds. Here I'm going around. As I see something land, this is gonna just go in. And Obliterate there's two. Sivir manages to live through it for a couple seconds, and that's all she wrote. Yeah, this is a very good trolling, and finally we get to the end. So, I hope that was entertaining and educational. Again, the team played well, so it was a little bit lopsided, but in the beginning of the game, we had to earn our advantage, and when we pushed it hard. So I hope you liked it, and maybe, you know, stamp a like, maybe subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what you think about it if you have any feedback, and thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time.